You're exhausted, aren't you? And not just exhausted, but completely drained for trying to exist as a highly sensitive woman in a world that punishes you for feeling everything too deeply. You've been told that you're too much or that you're too sensitive so many times that you started to believe that there was something wrong with you. But what if I told you you're not the problem and that there's nothing wrong with you? There are 5 things that are stealing your energy that no one has warned you about. By the end of this video, you're gonna find out exactly why you feel like you're drowning and everybody around you seems like they're fine. And more importantly, you're gonna stop apologizing being a human, being a woman. Before we dive in, if you've ever felt like you've been living your life on a hard mode and everyone else has got the easy setting, let me know in the comment section by dropping a heart. Because what I'm about to share with you, you're gonna feel like, oh, it wasn't just me. I'm not going crazy. Just calm down, it's gonna make sense. But when we get to step 5, you may be a little bit upset. I'm just gonna give you a warning. First one is energy drain, the emotional vampire that you can't recognize. You know that one person that always needs something from you? They're not a bad person, but every single time you talk to them, you feel drained after the interaction. You feel like a heavy weight on your shoulder, or you start second guessing yourself, but you can't figure out why, because they didn't say anything wrong to you. They didn't say anything rude or disrespectful. As a highly sensitive woman, you're not just listening to the words that they're saying, your nervous system is listening to them. It literally absorbs other people's problems. Other people may be carrying stress, drama, insecurities, and your nervous system feels it. This may look like that one friend who calls you whenever she has a problem, and then afterwards you start feeling anxious or stressed. You may have coworkers that have dumped their problems on you and you can't seem to focus for the rest of the day, emergency or your responsibility, or even strangers at the store. If they're having a bad day, they feel the need to talk to you and to vent to you about their problems. But here's something that's a bit irritating. Most people can be around other people, but they don't necessarily feel their emotions or their problems. They literally don't feel what you're feeling. You may think that everyone else experiences that, but they don't. So think about this for a moment. Have you ever felt during a social interaction drained or anxious, but you see the other people carrying about as though like they're fueled and happy and joyful all of a sudden? That's something for you to consider. The second energy drain is that guilt follows you everywhere. Let me guess, you feel guilty about everything. And I mean everything. You feel guilty about saying no, and then you begin feeling resentful to say yes. You feel guilty for your needs. You feel guilty for needing some alone time. You feel guilty or uncomfortable when other people are upset. You feel guilty all the time, girl. Let me let you know this. Being guilty is not normal. You shouldn't carry that around you. What you need to do is take that guilt, throw it in a trash can, because society programs women to feel guilty, and they benefit from that so that they don't have to fulfill your needs. So when a woman doesn't have needs, she won't get treated the way that she deserves. Your guilt cycle may look like feeling guilty for being guilty, guilty for having boundaries, guilty for telling a person, oh, I don't want to hang out with you today, guilty for telling a guy, oh no, I'm not interested in you, I don't want to date you, guilty when a person wants you to go out of your way to do something for them when you don't have the time or you just don't feel like doing it. Guilty to put their needs above yours. Just guilt everywhere. Here's the honest truth that they do not want you to know. Obviously, your needs are not too much and your feelings are not too big. You have just been gaslit into feeling that your needs, your wants, and your emotions and prioritizing yourself means you're a bad person. And also, you've been gaslit into thinking that having deep feelings about things is a character flaw. Energy drain number 3 is that the responsibility was never yours. You've been the emotional manager of every situation you've been in, haven't you? The peacemaker, the problem solver, the one who makes sure that everybody around them is comfortable. So you were trained for this because they picked up on that you were highly sensitive from the moment that you were born. You were trained to learn that other people's emotions was your responsibility and you came second to everybody else. If your mom was stressed, you became responsible. If your dad was angry, you tried to fix it. If your siblings were fighting, you became the mediator, the counselor, the therapist. Now, as an adult, you try to fix everybody's moods. You become the mom of the friend group. If you're in a relationship, you become the parent, and then the partner actually acts as a child. Depending on whoever you're around, you change your personalities, your preferences, just to fit in or to blend in with everybody else. You are the go-to person for when it comes to advice or when it comes to people emotional distresses, and you feel guilty when you can't solve other people's problems that they're having in their lives. So this is going to make you a bit furious, because when I realized this, I was a bit angry. While you're exhausting yourself, caring so deeply about everyone else's lives, so carrying everybody else's burdens, they are living their lives completely unburdened by yours. They do not feel any responsibility towards your happiness whatsoever. And if this makes you want to block a couple of people, hold that thought, because we just getting started, girl. Energy drain number 4 is the overstimulation that no one sees. You can be in a completely normal situation, at a restaurant, at school, and then suddenly you feel like your entire nervous system just gets on fire. But on the outside, nothing seems like it's going wrong with you. So then you begin questioning yourself and thinking like, okay, am I crazy right now? But this is something that's overwhelming you that you don't realize, is that your brain processes information or sensories a bit different from other people. While other people may be filtering out background noises, competing conversations, loud lights, bright lights, or emotional tensions, but your nervous system is processing all of this stuff simultaneously. What overwhelms you that most people don't realize is the multiple conversations going on there. Like for me, when I have 2 people talking to me or a group of people asking me conversations all at once, I feel overwhelmed or stressed out, because I just feel like it's too much for me, because I can only handle so much at a time. Or maybe you're the type of person that have bright lights or fluorescent lights hurt your eyes, and it could just make you feel overwhelmed. And it does for me as well. I realized that bright light, like I'm using one right now in this video, sometimes I have to take a pause because I feel overstimulated with the bright fluorescent lights. Or maybe being too socially without having breaks can be stimulating for you. Maybe even when another person have a lot of emotions, maybe excitement can be a lot for you. Having to make multiple decisions in one day, or sudden changes to plans, even the good ones. So let me let you know that you're not crazy, you're not going crazy, you're not losing your mind, you're not weak, and you're not being dramatic. Your nervous system is just processing 5 to 10 times more than the average person is right now. So it's scientific. You're not failing at life, you're succeeding at something that would overwhelm most people. Energy drain number 5 are the standards that exhaust you. You probably agonize over things that most people don't think about, and you can't half-ass anything. You notice every single detail, and good enough feels like it's giving up. Everybody calls this perfectionism, but is this what this really is? No, I think not. So your high standards, they're not perfectionism. They are a sense of protection. You work twice as hard because you know that criticism, rejection, or isolation will hit you 10 times more than it does for the next person. Overthink and you over deliver, because harsh feedback can feel like emotional violence. Disappointing people can create unbearable guilt. Conflict makes your nervous system shut down. In order to feel safe in the world, you heavily depend on external validation. What you need to know is that you are not a perfectionist who needs to stop and chill. You're just someone who's trying to create a world for yourself that feels more safe, so that you don't have to handle the harsh external world that could come against you. You're just trying to protect your heart from being broken daily, because this could be hard out here, you know? If you feel angry right now, good, because you have been surviving in a system that wasn't built for people that have sensitive nervous systems, who have sensitive hearts, who care. So you should be angry that no one taught you that your sensitivity was a strength and not a flaw. You've been apologizing for existing just the way that you are, feeling guilty because you exist the way that you do. You were managing everybody else's moods while yours was being ignored. Society convinced you that your needs were too much, and you've been working twice as hard to get half of the recognition that you deserve. Give yourself permission. You have permission to be angry. You have permission to take up space. You have permission to feel the feelings that you feel. You have permission to feel overwhelmed or overstimulated sometimes. Here's what I need you to understand. The problem is not your sensitivity. The problem is that people are trying to make you fight it instead of honoring it. When you notice things that other people miss, that's intelligence. When you feel deeply able to be vulnerable, that takes courage. When you care about character, quality, and meaning, that's integrity. When you can pick up on other people's energies, their auras, or you could tell what the next person beside you is feeling, girl, that's power. And when strangers come up to you and instantly feel a connection, that is desperately what this world needs. The world needs more highly sensitive women, not people who don't have emotions, don't care about anyone else but themselves. You just have to stop giving your energy to people who don't value it, and learn how to protect your energy and give it to those that do. Here's some homework for you. Whenever you feel like you're too much, whenever you feel guilty, or whenever you feel like you are alone and no one gets you, whenever you feel like you have to start apologizing to people because you feel like you're just too much, look yourself yourself in the mirror and start affirming yourself of the person that you are. Start speaking to yourself like the queen that you are, and look into your eyes and say that you are powerful and that you are worthy and that you matter and that you belong. And also come back to this video whenever you need some motivation, because I got you. You're not too much. You are exactly right as you are. And if anyone else can't recognize the depth and the beauty in your soul and your heart, then they do not deserve access to your heart. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know which part of this video hit you the hardest. And if you want to get an understanding of how to master your emotions, check out this video that I created called How High Functioning Women Master Their Emotions. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe, and share. As always, peace.